You're looking tactical, Tim. You're looking tactical. Overcast conditions, still air, and a little bit of a breath coming out of the easterly quarter, but absolutely nothing for the kickers to worry about as the game of the week prepares for kick-off in the 2016-17 rugbypass.com Hong Kong Premiership. The 63rd chase for silverware on the island nation, and finishing this round this weekend is the game of the week. Kowloon in their 40th year versus the Herbert Smith Freehills Hong Kong Cricket Club here at the spiritual home of Cricket Club Rugby, Aberdeen Sports Ground. Preparing for both teams to hit the pitch today and what can only be described as sensational rugby conditions. Firmish track underneath. Seems to be holding up well after a couple of games of rugby already today. And Kowloon have been one of the sparkles in this premiership so far in 2016-17. They face a determined Hong Kong Cricket Club, littered with national representatives. And it'll be a real test of Kowloon's resolve after showing the other teams in the Premiership how to get past Valley, the red and black machine. And it was Kowloon that took out the league and Grand Championship double winners from last season. Let's see if their form can continue. Of course, big welcome to all of those watching wherever you are, be it in Hong Kong or right around the world. Already been some champagne rugby here today, and hopes are high for a scintillating game. Of course, one of the names to watch in the Kowloon lineup is the former England international Ollie Barkley, playing in the number 12 position. Very much a second 5'8" role. And no doubt his presence has been felt right through the Premiership. A man who can certainly adds experience with plenty of guile, and as we all know, a very gifted footballer with some tremendous skills. Ollie Barkley, probably the biggest name in Hong Kong rugby at present. There's many more to come, I would think, as Hong Kong pushes along the professional programs, full-time players, contracted players to the Sports Institute, of course. Already some success, and I believe some success also to the Hong Kong under-18 girls sevens team, who won their tournament in Dubai. So congratulations, girls, on a fantastic result, doing your nation proud. So all is in readiness. As the teams take the pitch, and a good scrap is going to be happening up front in the front rows. The cricket club front row of Rogers, Toialo and Rowan Cook. Big, strong and mobile versus Dixon, Yang and Fulgrave. Possibly not as big, but nuggety, tough, resilient, and certainly mobile. They've got a lot of agility. Kowloon playing in the maroon and white strips. You can see them there in their own hoops. The referee today, Tim Baker.
Premiership Game, which is also a 3-point challenge. Freehills HKCC, taking on straight at Kowloon. And your referee is Tim Baker.
So Tanner DeWitt referee, Tim Baker, calls time on and away they go. Nice deep start taken well by the cricket club team. Exit play coming up, Slim Slatum. It's been a strong force in the Premiership over the last couple of years. Straight away, Kowloon looking for space. Cunningham now, ball in hand, up to the halfway. 7 metres in from grandstand touch. Whitfield driving strongly. A real toiler, Whitfield, but it's cricket club turn it over. Drive them back. And the territory play puts the Hong Kong Cricket Club 8 metres away from the Kowloon try line. So a strong turnover and a good driving run from Ben Davey, backed up with a very tactical kick. And suddenly the Hong Kong Cricket Club team sweep on to attack. Defensive line out now for Kowloon. Jamie Zhang just lining them up, the first one. They'll be filling each other out a lot here, I would expect. Big part of the game is early on, the forward packs getting a good feel for each other. The throw, well taken by Cunningham at the back. Switch play, and it comes back. To a line-out restart. 23-25 metres away from the Kowloon try line. Ball loose in the back. Zhang on top of it. Very pacey, mobile hooker. And away Kowloon come. Slowish sort of ball for Kowloon, and finally the rangefinder sent downtown. Simple play, good exit from the Hong Kong Cricket Club. But it's a net sum gain to Kowloon. Kowloon throw 5 metres inside the half. Cunningham again. Good in the air. Finally to ground. Through the clutches of Ben Davey he went. Just managing to find some leeway on the outside, and they attack wide, and that's unfortunate for Kowloon. Space had been created there, and Baker blows it up. Penalty award. So, live and direct on rugbypass.com. And if you're joining us today, welcome. A bit of history being made. It's possibly the first televised commentary of Hong Kong Club Rugby. And it's all thanks to this magnificent new platform, rugbypass.com, bringing the very best of world rugby to Asian rugby fans, and also giving the likes of Jack Neville for Kowloon the opportunity to appear on the screen. I'm sure for as many fans. It just happened to be his family as well. So, line out, restart, far side of the ground. Quickly taken, moved well by Kowloon. Neville from a standing start. Hit and driven hard by Ben Davey. His shoulders have been doing some good work early on. Again, smacking back on the angle. Barkley onto the educated left foot. High kick. Pressure on. Lost forward. Advantage being played. And they'll come back, says Tim Baker, for the knock on. And it was a pinpoint kick from Barkley. Gave the chasers plenty of time to get up and create the pressure. And from the pressure, they've gained the turnover, possession of the ball. So, superb attacking opportunity for Kowloon. But it's a powerful looking lineup from Hong Kong Cricket Club. Pound for pound, I think Kowloon might be outgunned here. They'll go for the restart. There certainly is some big horses in that Cricket Club side. Paul Dwyer and Mark Pryor, the locks, Big Bird. You can just see him there on the right in the second row. Former Taranaki player. Zeb Bryan, Matt Lamb and Ben Davey. Mobile and heavy hitters. There'll be very few in Asian rugby stronger than Matt Lamming when it comes to getting over the ball. He's a power man. He's a powerhouse once he's over the ball. Straight through the hole and out it comes. So, Cricket Club breathe a sigh of relief as they take the ball and they hammer it. Big, strong, driving play. Short side play, Sladen knocked down. Into the hands of the winger and away. White lays it back, Sladen. Finds Pryor. Sladen looking again. Goes open side. And they fire it wider. Turned over though by Kowloon. Barkley held high. They'll want to get the drive on if they can. He manages to drag it to ground. It's a strong play from Ollie Barkley. And now Kowloon. That pattern of just dragging that defence back in towards the face. Neville looking. Cunningham turns his back on the defence. Cops a fairly good shoulder. Would have felt that. Here's another ball. Angling back on the angle, just standing up that defence. Good pressure at the breakdown from the Cricket Club team. Men in white quite happy to get physical. There's no doubt about that. Neville shows, goes, takes it on the line. Brought down by Pryor. Short side they take it. Defence there from McQueen. He wrestles them to the ground. Cunningham, first receiver, taken almost on square one. Now they grab it, drive it over the gain line. Still slow, slowish ball, and away he goes, Neville. Tucks it up, steps again, looks wide, great ball, not so great, bounce pass they call it. On the outside, lobs back in. Action stations. Whitfield's here. Now they line it up. Kowloon, what can they come up with here? Midfield set. They want to clean that out quickly. It's there. Sits for a wee bit. Barkley trying to dart through. Slater has him. Brings him to ground. Short side attack again. Kowloon, continuity play so far, very strong. And look at this run. What a magnificent run by Fulgrave. 5 short, loses the ball. But it's exciting stuff. You see a front row stretch his legs. Makes a man want to shift in his seat. Pressure relieved by Liam Slater. And my word, Jack Neville, what a run. Set off 45 metres out, sailed through the first gap, tucked the ball up a couple of steps, tried to link up with the outsides. It didn't happen. And then it was good, just good ball control, continuity of play. And all of a sudden, Kowloon nearly went in through Fulgrave. But they have the pressure on, and it's an attacking line out. Will they be seeking number 8, Cunningham again? It's been dominant in the line out so far. They drag down at 2. They look to set up the ball head. Short side, they go. Try, it looks like. Tim Baker looks at the assistant referee. He's in touch, unfortunately. But a well-worked move. Just to keep Cricket Club on their toes. They're giving away some pounds, but my word, they're playing with some real endeavour, and that's beautifully disrupted by Kowloon. In fact, they might have even won that. They have. Well, that's a significant play. And Kowloon start angling it towards the post. Neville, short ball for the incoming Kinloch. Cunningham now, ball in hand, wrestles it up. 4 metres short of the line, 15 in from the far touch. Good flat attack. Ball is his, hands all over that. Referee, rightly so, delivers the 3, well, not a 3 points, but it should be. As we look on at offside, there was interference and fingers and toes where they shouldn't be, and rightly so. Whitfield nods to Neville, Neville nods to Tim Baker, the referee, and Kowloon will take the first shot at points for the day through the boot of Neville. This should be a regulation 3-pointer. Well, he's a balanced player, isn't he? This young Neville. Superb run. And he's managing that back line very sweetly indeed. It certainly would help having Ollie Barkley there. Probably just doing a lot of the organisation behind the scenes. Neville directly in front, no problem. And Kowloon take the lead, 3-0 over the Herbert Smith Freehills Hong Kong Cricket Club. As we come back for the restart, and it's deep and into the 22. Kinloch ball in hand, takes it to the 22. Neville, skip pass. Well, they're pretty keen to stretch this Cricket Club defence. They're going to keep asking the question, there's no doubt about that. And into touch. Well, a comedy of errors there for Cricket Club as Kestrip basically gets bundled into touch by his own man. It's a great kick out of the box by Phillips. And again, plenty of height, giving his chasers all the time they need to get under and create the pressure. Pressure resulting in a turnover of possession. And again, Kowloon swiftly move it into midfield. So they come back, Cunningham with the run around. Second man player, they go a wee bit wider. They find the space. Going is Burry. Burry centering, kick along the ground. We haven't seen one of those since the 70s. Clever play by Burry. Delight to watch, actually. settled up now in the hands of Lamming. He struggles on. Slatham delivers the pass, and the exit play is a good result for Cricket Club. Kowloon unleashing a multitude of moves. It wasn't a second man play, it was a three-man play on the wraparound as they went to the outside. Berry was left with a beautiful channel to run down. Down the back they go, and it's not straight. As the referee Tim Baker indicates loose head and feed to the Cricket Club. And again, the referee society, brilliantly supported by Tanner DeWitt. This year, I think the second year of this relationship, and good to see. Strong supporter of Hong Kong rugby, not just at the Premiership level, but at all levels. And of course, there would be no game without the referees. So the reset. More rugby to come on rugbypass.com. Of course, tonight, if you're tuned in and watching and waiting with bated breath for the England versus the Wallabies game. It's been the game of the Northern Tour. Will it be mud in your eye from the Australians? Pretty sure that Michael Checker's men would be desperately keen to fire a shot back into Eddie Jones and his team on home turf. Front row's down again. So there's just a little bit of jiggery pokery going on up the front. And when you look at the frame of Amo Toialo, you'd understand why you need Ryan Cook and Dylan Rogers out there. Talk about pillars of support. So they lock it up. The feed from Slate at the back under Davies' feet. And just grind Kowloon down, and Davey picks and goes. And like a bullet again, he shoots down the blind side. Slatham, Kowloon haircut by the look of things. Tom Burry got that wrong, as we all know. Outside backs, wingers and fullbacks, not highly regarded for their defensive abilities. Their tackling technique is always considered as people panic, particularly wingers and fullbacks, when they face the proposition of having to make one. Tim Baker now, there's going to be very little surprise about what happens here. Will Kowloon be reduced to 14 men? Will Tom Berry have to issue a public apology via Twitter? He's given Liam Slater a wave to say, yes, that was me. And I think he is genuinely sorry. I think there's genuinely an apology that's been issued there. Hong Kong Cricket Club take the territory, and it'll be their first attacking opportunity for the better part of 15 minutes. They open the game with a good bracket of 3 or 4 minutes, ball on attack, hitting hard. They haven't been down this end since. Taken nicely by Pryor at 2. More heads set up and they peel away. Baker says it's the same all. And this is where you'd expect to see Cricket Club flex the most, but somehow Kowloon managed to get the ball and get it out of there. And they get themselves a reprieve. But at short range, a good setup for the ball. For the Herbert Smith Freehills Hong Kong Cricket Club team. To the back they go. Taken by Davey. Set up nicely and it's worked off beautifully. Peeled away but brought down again. It was Dwyer leading the charge. Sladen looks for Pryor, finds him. Pryor's still strong on his feet. Drags them down. Missed pass, Davey. They'll be looking for them to blow that. They keep running the same way. Kestrip, McQueen, taking it a good strong tackle. Cook. You wouldn't want him falling on you. He might kill you. Sladen. Kestrip for the line. 5 out. They'll need that quick. If they can get it quick, they'll be in trouble, Kowloon. Then Davey bumps off Berry. Then it attracts the attention of 2 more. Now they go straight up the middle. Sladen. Finds Cook. The 15 and 5. Sladen again. Kestrip. Sleight of hand, ball back on the inside. Turned over by Kowloon. Cunningham. Barkley takes on the line. Now they go wide. Kinlock through. Looking for space. Finds a runner. They keep it coming. Phillips takes one round the chin. Play on is the call. Advantage being played Kowloon's way. As we look at it now, Neville looking on the outside. Finds Langshear. Langshear gets the big shanks going. Kowloon strongly on attack. They need some more numbers there. It's a penalty, however. And they may want to come back and have a talk about the high shot on Owen Phillips, but without the advantage of a slow motion replay, it did look like he slipped as he was coming into the contact. And had he stayed upright, I think that shot would have hit him right on the chest. I think that was accidental. As Phillips put his foot down, it's quite noticeable that his foot shot out and slipped, and they took a fairly hefty shot on the chin. But he'll be right, he's Welsh. They do that every Saturday for fun. So, Cricket Club find themselves on defence. After Kowloon take the ball from in front of their own line and take it down to within 5 of the Cricket Club line, and now Kowloon, they get the roll on. Kowloon, they have the momentum. Kowloon for the line. What about that one to make a try? What a try. And that was just straight up grunt from the man from Kings Park. Beautifully worked from the line out. Dropped down. They slid it around, and then they just got the move on. Hong Kong Cricket Club unable to put enough bodies behind the ball. And eventually, all that pressure, all that possession, all that territory has taken Kowloon out to an 8-0 lead. With 25 minutes gone. Neville with the kick. On the way from Neville. Pretty good off the beat. Flags are up and Kowloon move through to a 10-0 lead with 15 minutes to go in this first half. in the rugbypass.com game of the week. Live to you from Aberdeen Sports Ground here on Hong Kong. And this, the 2016-17 rugbypass.com Hong Kong Club Premiership restart taken by Kowloon. Phillips tries to line up a first receiver. Whitfield toils away. One of the real workhorses in the Hong Kong Premiership. Charged down from Sladen. Turned inside out by Ollie Barkley, and Neville gets on the right foot, hooks it round. Pass back might have been the call. And so, it looked like it was a fairly sharp display of skill for an exit play. It's turned into an opportunity now for Hong Kong Cricket Club to maybe register its first points. Toyalo, slayed him now, Kestrip into the midfield, ball lost. Seeing onto the paddock, number 25, Fapene Papawali. We'll come back for a restart. Scrum midfield. Again, we'll expect to see a bit more of the short arm restart here as both of these front rows still trying to trick each other. It's a little game of bluff happening up front at the moment. We'll stay up, you go down, we'll stay up. Of course, Kowloon don't really want to stand in front of this towering Hong Kong Cricket Club forward pack. We've already seen them disposed of once in the scrum. But that's not to say that Kowloon aren't tenacious. Hard to forget the try from the rolling maul. That would have stung the Cricket Club team quite a bit, especially up front. Well, that line out was like a 13-year-old's bedroom. An absolute mess. Tim Baker just telling them how to tidy it up. You can't tell teenagers anything. Toyalo taken by Dwyer, Slater, Kestrip, options inside and out. He takes on the line himself. 3 metres inside the half. Pryor ball in hand. Slater looking for a runner. Play on, picked up Creel. Creel with the ball, and he flips it out wide, and it bounces awkwardly, and it bounces awfully, and all of a sudden, it's pace versus strength, and strength wins on this occasion. Great work for Matt Lamming. He's milked the penalty as well, and that's outstanding play. Well, tremendous work from Lamming. And now, Hong Kong Cricket Club hit it back, and they'll want to spread this if they can. Toyalo, well, that would take some putting down. Slater, Papawali puts the dart in behind. Picked up and gone now. And Kowloon get the ball back. It was possibly not the smartest play to let the ball go so early. But my word. I don't think Christopher Kinlock will want to see that on replay. Because the hard and cold facts of the matter are, an outside wing 3/4 has been dragged down by a hefty, heavy, gruesome number 7 loose forward. That is not a nice feeling, particularly when you're meant to be fast and he's supposed to be slow. Inside the final 10 minutes of the first half. Game of the week here on rugbypass.com. Hong Kong Premiership 2016-17. Phillips with the ball, feeds the scrum. There's the shunt, they're blowing them straight off it. Tight head, Davey down the blind side. Takes on Burry, lays it back on the inside. Finds Sladen. Now Dwyer. Pops it up for Pryor, the two locks working in unison. They've got to get it over it. They've got to get over it quick if they can. Cricket Club hot on attack. Kestrip goes wide. Kinlock knocks it down. And they'll have to slow and reset it again. Cook takes on 2. Sladen, short side dart. Lamming lined up and barreled in the tackle. Still there for Sladen. The big skip pass from Pryor indicates that locks these days are still getting their capabilities and ambitions mixed up. And we take a break and play as one of the cricket club players is on the turf. And my directions aren't good, but it doesn't look like he's pointing towards Mecca. And he looks reasonably well. He's certainly getting some attention. And now the team mechanics from both sides are running on. Well, as we were saying, all thanks and praise to rugbypass.com. This year's domestic rugby sponsor of the Hong Kong Premiership. Is some running adjustments to one of the Hong Kong Football Club forwards, Ben Davey it is, who manages to sit upright, returns to his feet. Gets ready to get stuck into it. Jamie Zhang taken at the front by Kowloon, and they lock it up. So the box kick from Phillips. Field into the up and under return. So a little bit of ping pong here. Not a great result for Cricket Club though, as what appears to be a non-existent wind blows the ball clearly into touch on the full. And Kowloon will get the line out restart 10 metres inside the Football Club half. 10-0 they lead the Herbert Smith Freehills Hong Kong Cricket Club. Kowloon in its 40th year, yes, sometime in 1976. The Loon came to be, and here they are today. Neville tries to get on the outside of Papawali, and he does. Tries to get around a second one, offload, goes to the ground, but it stays with Kowloon. Phillips, Jamie Zhang, pick and go, and they keep on trucking. The last four, I think is the call. Unfortunate for Kowloon. who have certainly made the most of every opportunity to get ball in hand. And they've had no fear at taking on the Cricket Club defensive line. Absolutely no fear at all. They look reassured with ball in hand. They look organised. They certainly are attacking and creating space. Baker issuing the instructions. Forward packs, both ignoring them, and the first long arm penalty from Tanadawit referee Tim Baker. And the penalty will establish Hong Kong Cricket Club now only 20 metres away from the Kowloon line. They've been here before. They've been here before a couple of times in this half of the Cricket Club, and they haven't been able to turn it into any points, and that'll be rolling them. They know they must stay in touch at the half. Well, taken by Davey. Slatem. Kestrop into the midfield through Pryor. He carries the ball into contact. They turn it over quick. Rogers. Slatem gets it on the front foot. Tries to step through a gap. He cannot. Kowloon defence. All eyes at the moment. They're making the hits. And up for strong run. Ball is loose. Slapped away, and it's a turnover. Cricket Club will be kicking themselves about that. Neville ball in hand, and they'll go for space. Barkley. Kinlock. Tries to go through. Can't quite manage it. Ball is still there. Neville. Lost though. Reclaim the sure hands of Matt Lamming. Kestrop in the pocket there, and he releases. Slatenham they find. Krill just drops one onto the foot and rolls it into touch, and it'll be a fully defensive line out for Kowloon. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half as the lights come on at the Aberdeen Sports Ground here on Hong Kong Island. And surely, if the Hong Kong Cricket Club can go in for 5 or 7 points here, then the first 40 minutes will not have been in vain. It's absolutely imperative to get the score here to stay in touch. If they don't, well, they'll be ruining this and the three or four other opportunities they've had to score in this first half, and it's stolen again by Kowloon. A restart, and possibly a better restart for Cricket Club. They'll be very happy about this. They certainly have the grunt up front. Last scrum they took the penalty off Kowloon. Of course, all the backs obliged to stay on the try line. They can't move off it. It's a massive advantage. Scrum time here in this situation. Short side plays on, open side plays on. The straight up pushover try is on. And there comes the heat from the Cricket Club. There comes the heat from the Cricket Club. Down it goes. Tim Baker will get them to reset. And they're just grinding Kowloon down. And they want to score before the half is blown up. They may even pressure for a penalty try, which could see them get a certain 7 points, provided they can scrum legally, scrum strongly, and force the error out of Kowloon. On the other hand, though, Kowloon will be disappointed to give up the try here. It's certainly been the more enterprising of the two teams. Attractive back play. We've torn Cricket Club defence to ribbons a couple of times already. Deserved their 10 points. So there it is again, the Cricket Club. Look at them. Absolutely smash Kowloon. And Tim Baker is given no other option but to back off to under the sticks and award the penalty try to the Hong Kong Cricket Club. There's the conversion directly in front of the sticks. And Love won't make any mistake about this. Well, too much power, too much strength. We've seen hints of it already in the first half. You don't have to be a rocket scientist when you see the size of these two teams side by side. It certainly is the Cricket Club that are packing the bigger punch. And it's Kowloon who are playing spirited rugby, much more adventurous, high-paced, high level of skill. Love, straight through, add the 2, that's 7 and the half. So at the halftime break, in this rugbypass.com game of the week, it's Kowloon leading the Herbert Smith Freehills Hong Kong Cricket Club at 10 points to 7 at the Aberdeen Sports Ground. That's half time. We'll be back soon with the second half, live from Hong Kong.
And say, you go to the and say, listen, I got the 50-yard goals and I got the fucking goal post. And I'm going to announce it. I'm going to say I'm the announcement. Cuz. See you, brother.
Back live at the Aberdeen Sports Ground here on Hong Kong Island for this rugbypass.com game of the week from the Hong Kong Premiership. The rugbypass.com Hong Kong Premiership on screen at the moment. The team from the Hong Kong Cricket Club currently trailing 10-7 as Kowloon played some scintillating rugby, some attacking flair, great skill from the smaller team, certainly the smaller forward pack. And they have done a sensational job with what little possession they had, opening up the Cricket Club defence on a number of occasions, sweeping at one point from their own try line right down to the Cricket Club try line and ultimately driving over for the first try of the game. The first half standout been Jack Neville, the first 5/8 or the fly half for Kowloon. Liam Sladen and Ben Davey, as well as Matt Lamming, have had some outstanding touches in the first half. So the second 40 getting set to kick off as the Tanner DeWitt referee Tim Baker signals time on for the second 40, and it's taken by Kinloch inside his 22. Phillips' service has been very steady all day. The box kick from him taken by Davey, and Davey scythes through the first couple of defenders, and he keeps strong and he stays up, and now he gives it off to Amo Toialo, and Toialo dragged down 5 from the line. Cricket Club have lit the fuse here straight away. Prior to the line, he gets brought down, he's falls short, the big man. Sladen looks, the bounce pass, and into touch it goes. So a wasted opportunity, but my word, talk about warming the car up. They have let the rubber fly. Cricket Club right from the word go. What a strong charge by Ben Davey. And then he had his pocket picked by Amo Toialo. And he very nearly went all the way. It's just a shame he had over 500 metres to run. He covered so much of it. So, scrum restart. Kowloon. We wobbled a bit by that. What a fearsome start it was to the second half by Cricket Club. So they go with the first lock-up of the second half. Really, with that late score, the penalty try in the first half, Cricket Club salvaged a lot of respect out of their first 40 because they were made to look a wee bit sad, but now they've started to come to terms with things. Cricket Club. And the pressure keeps building. Charge down. Phillips delivers. Barkley tries a left foot exit. Can't find the touch. The get up and go from the Cricket Club winger. Barkley sends it wide. And the territory gain Potentially just a bit of a letdown. Maybe would have liked to have seen someone running. But instead, Cricket Club will get the ball inside their own half. Kowloon probably well within its rights to force Cricket Club to be running out of its own half. Toialo finds Davey, slayed him now. Kestrip straight through the middle goes Pryor. Pryor looking around. He finds the opposition player. And away they go. The return, the rebuttal from Kowloon. And they'll look to go wide. They find Barry, and Barry tucks it up. Barry for the corner. Love comes over, and it looks like he's dropped it. It looked like he dropped it at mid-stride. Well, has he let it go? Try, no try. It didn't look good to me. The tackle looked a bit high. They may even consider a penalty out of this, who knows. There's a process to go through without a rewind or any kind of replay action. He's calling out Love for what would be a high shot. It was clumsy. The referee, Tim Baker, probably the foremost referee. Yellow card for you, Mr. Love. And it looks like a penalty try coming. And in fact it is. Tattletoote referee Tim Baker issues a yellow card to fullback James Love from the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Awards a penalty try in front of the sticks, the second of the day. Straightforward kick.
Next job, extra quality. Angus, 499 out. Come mate. Next on.
Conversion successful. And it's 17 points to 7. Out from Pryor. He had his pocket well and truly picked. And away downfield went Kowloon. And Tom Berry for the line. James Love for the high shot and a penalty try. And now Hong Kong Cricket Club reduced to 14. With the fullback off. Creel, Papuali tackled strongly by Neville. It's still there, they drive it forward. Papuali still staying in the mix. And over though for Kowloon. Barkley gets on the dart, onto his favoured left foot. He sends it high, wide and handsome towards the commentary position. Sending my colleagues into utter panic. Well, actually, it's across the panic. What a period of play that's been. 5.5. Hong Kong Cricket. Kowloon's ability to turn it. Tim Baker blows time on. 46 minutes gone in the match. Well taken at 2 by Dwyer. Kestrip. Second man play. He finds Creel barrelling into the line. Taken by Neville. Slayed him in the boot. Looks, darts. Tries to go through. Can't go through. Advantage being played for the high shot. Lazy play if that's the call. Slayed him back to his feet. Trying to pick out Papuali. There's nothing happening there. And the penalty is issued. on the ins to Sladen. There's a Kowloon player sent from the field. It was number 6, James Sawyer. Gets asked to take 10 minutes on the Naughty's chair. And there's, as you can probably hear in the background, there's some of the crowd. He's only gone for 10 minutes, though. Cricket clubs at the end of the paddock. They are a player down, but possibly more importantly, they've lost Sawyer for at least the next 8 minutes. So it'll be a 7-man scrum. And into the field of play, Kowloon. The original penalty at the Matt White will have to save that dive for another day, as this time Hong Kong Cricket Club potentially electing to take so advantage up front, and they've got Moses Bailey. The heat goes on. Here's the call, use it once, it's got to go. Sladen, Kestrip tries to glide into the gap, he can't. Good defence from Kowloon as Neville throws his body into it. What an effort he's put in already today, 50 minutes into the game. Still going strong, Jack Neville. Cool blowout by Sladen. Sladen, wisdom and interpretations of the rules. To tell to it referee Tim Baker, who smiles. Issues the penalty anyway. There's a Kowloon player down on his hands and knees. Neville knocks it over the top, into touch. Line out, restart, throw in to Kowloon and time off as the medics at the field. So when they come in 2 more rounds after this before we take a seasonal break for Christmas and New Year and then return in the new year. And what a magnificent year of rugby 2017 will be. RugbyPass.com will have all the significant rugby that Asian rugby fans could ever hope to see, including that magnificent DHL tour of the Lions in New Zealand now. And look at this from Lancashire, the big lock as he trundles down. Phillips finds Neville. Barkley, they go wide, they go very wide, and they go wide smartly, and fortunately it's gone to ground. Neville on the run around with Barkley. Phillips. Yeah, they just want to shovel it. Zhang can't get outside. Dylan Rogers. Short side attack. Shows it both ways. Woodfield finds Neville. Neville puts it on the foot. Gets a toe to it. Oh, this could be a beauty. In the end, not quite soft enough from Phillips. Superb play. What a great touch it was from Neville. He got around the corner, he got foot on ball, and then he just managed to get a toe onto it. Kept the play alive. If you look just down there now on the bottom left hand of the screen, you can see the medic on. And there's some treatment going into Liam Slater, which will be a concern for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. He's an absolute linchpin of this team. And that leg has been giving him some jip for the last 10 minutes. And he doesn't look like he wants to succumb to it, as he accepts some of the magic bandage that the medics always seem to have. They have magic bandage, magic sponges, and magic water. So, Baker getting ready to play time on. We're underway. An up and under kick from Kowloon's taken by Moses Bailey, who immediately opts for the free kick restart. I'm happy to take it himself as James Love returns to the field of play. So the Hong Kong Cricket Club now back to the full complement of 15 players. As we said, 2017, a magnificent year for rugby. And rugbypass.com bringing you all the action. As well as that, in Hong Kong, that just keeps on coming. The month of April will be special indeed, as the Hong Kong Sevens returns. Plenty of action to be taken in there. Take a look at the Hong Kong Rugby Union website for more updates and details about upcoming events, particularly around the Hong Kong Sevens. Short ball, Barkley into the action. Neville's kick down range. And Kowloon bringing it back strongly now towards the cricket line. Kowloon for the line. Into the tackle line they charge. Phillips now. Barkley. Gentle left nudge. Laid back though. Kowloon have got it. They keep it. Cricket Club managed to power them over the touchline. And it'll be a line out restart. We're looking for some changes being made. (19) for Cricket Club, Billy Brandt coming in. Dylan Rogers coming off. So a couple of clean sheets. Ooh, another couple of clean sheets out there for Cricket Club. (17) on is Salafai Mika. Sturdy looking operator at the front of the line out. Amo. Toialo. with the throw in. Snaffled by Cunningham. Great play. Kowloon. Can they get it wider? Barkley lays it off back on the inside to Burry. Phillips. Into contact is Sawyer. Phillips goes wide. Lancashire. Burry puts it down. Advantage for the knock on. As Tim Baker brings to halt that phase of play. More changes being made. As 20 comes on for Kowloon. Joyan Chung. Or Joyan Chung. He comes steaming into the second row. So, both coaches pressing the button on the bench. James Skaysbrook sending some fresh legs in, as has Kevin West. First and second half cards have been played. 2016-17, rugbypass.com, Hong Kong Premiership. Continues here with the game of the week. If you've just joined us live on site, welcome. And if you're watching through YouTube, good to have you as well, wherever you're watching from in the world. Watching at the moment the Hong Kong Cricket Club. On the wide strip with the blue chest band, red and white, the red and yellow stripes, taking on Kowloon from the dark side in the white and maroon hoops. And Kowloon celebrating their 40th year in Hong Kong rugby. What an anniversary it will be. If you're in Hong Kong during Sevens week, you might want to get yourself along to the Kowloon Rugby Fest. Maybe not as a player, but you can still participate. And a penalty there. And that might just be for straight up obstruction, I think, was it? So, Kowloon, I'll be loving this. 10 points ahead, and the chance to run a bit of time off the clock with the kick. Jack Neville's pretty deadly with the foot as well. And they would love to put 3 more points into the Herbert Smith Freehills Hong Kong Cricket Club side. After what was just a dynamite start by the cricket club. Incredibly, it was a hectic opening 6 or 7 minutes of the second half. As cameras pull back here at Aberdeen Sports Ground to show you the kick for Neville. Strikes it pretty well, strikes it very nicely indeed, and Jack Neville just keeps the pressure building up nicely. The scoreboard ticks over. He's doing everything you'd want him to do and a little bit more on defence, is Jack Neville. And that's 20 points to 7. Kowloon now leading the cricket club on their home ground of Aberdeen Sports Ground. And the restart. Very untidy. Picked up by Matt Lamming. Lamming. Powerful. Lays the ball back nicely. Slatham finds Toialo. Slatham again. They go wide. Love. Wyatt met by Burry and Savage to the ground. Manages to get the ball back though. And it's there for Slatham, but they've lost territory. They've lost momentum and they need to reset themselves. Kowloon, look at them. Absolutely fired up on defence. Penalty advantage coming to Cricket Club. Referee Baker, Moses Bailey, pick and go, the lay back, Sladen. They're looking for some sort of space if they can find it. Lambing, he's after faces, not spaces. It's just the way he operates. And this could be an immediate reply to Jack Neville's kick only a couple of minutes ago. Sladen says, line the sticks up, Tim. Love steps forward to take the penalty attempt. Another reminder that rugbypass.com have also got the Six Nations for 2017. It's a massively followed tournament, certainly in this part of the world. The Six Nations, and now that Ireland have beaten the All Blacks and Italy have beaten the Springboks. It's fair to say it's possibly even more important than ever before. It's certainly leading into a Lions tour. The Six Nations tournament will answer all the questions about who will be making that trip to the Deep South. Love's kick. Sure enough, and it's 20-10. Kowloon leading the Hong Kong Cricket Club and the rugbypass.com Hong Kong Premiership Game of the Week. Once again, for all news, both domestic and international, visit the Hong Kong Rugby Union website for all the information about what's happening for club teams, university teams, junior rugby, mini rugby. It's all there, the information's all there. And overnight the news broke that the under-18 girls in Dubai had won their tournament, so that's just an outstanding result for those ladies. As Liam Sladen kicks clear. Now he finds the outside, Sladen. Great skill to keep it on the foot. Picked up beautifully by Love. Sladen can't hold it. Neville's there. Jack Neville, he's everywhere. So, blown up. It looks like there could be a flag. Unsure what for. But my word, super play by Liam Sladen, and he's kept himself in the action by staying in support. Robbie McDonald. Yes, the under-18 girls from the Hong Kong national side, playing sevens in Dubai, have come away with a gold medal, so that's a beautiful win. And that'll be so Baker, through the advice of his assistant referee, brings the play back way back downtown for the first advantage, which ends up being a penalty to the Hong Kong Cricket Club for a high shot. So, Kowloon keen to keep the tempo on. Already there for the...
Contest, Lovey.
So, Neville. There's the dropout from Jack Neville, taken by Bailey. Love steps the first one. McDonald angling round on the inside, but good strong tackle by Kowloon. Lambing clears them out. Pryor, who just used as a battering ram all day. Good strong ball carrier. Now they go wide again. Toialo. He takes him up to the halfway. Slatem looking for running options. Krell. Again, Slatem. He finds Lamming. Lamming strong on his feet. Halfway defence though from Kowloon's powerful. Ball back on the inside to Popuali. His feet are strong. Now they find Wyatt. Wyatt dashes up to the 22, or deep inside the 22 in fact. There's the clean out. Advantage to Kowloon. And it's a Kowloon feed to the scrum. They just about did everything right there. Hong Kong Cricket Club opened up Kowloon right up the middle and sent young Matt Wyatt away for the line, but he couldn't get through. Dragged down from behind eventually. Kowloon with about 11 minutes on the clock. They have a 10-point lead and a hard finishing their way. So it's a bit of a water break. There's a few team mechanics who have come on to try and patch up the weary bodies. Both sides of the line. There's Ref Baker. Brings them back for a restart. Scrum time, an important scrum too. Big defensive scrum coming for Kowloon. Have to do at this stage of the game. And Ollie Barkley lets one absolutely rip off that left boot. And he sends Kowloon up to the halfway to defend that. Now that's the sort of thing a forward pack likes to see. As Ollie Barkley, the former England international, just absolutely drove. And now Toialo will throw to his line. It's disrupted by Kowloon. Eventually it's picked up by Kinloch, and Kinloch scythes through the cricket club pack back towards the halfway. Phillips, Neville takes on the line, beats three, look forward, was forward, and they've picked that one up. Inside the final 10 minutes of the game of the week. Hong Kong Cricket Club versus Kowloon. Tanner Witt referee Tim Baker for scrum reset. $20 points to 10. And the Hong Kong Cricket Club in these final 8 minutes on themselves another try to make things very interesting as they keep the heat on. Bailey releases to Slatem. Slatem onto the right foot and into space. One bounce and into touch. So Kowloon forced to fight out of their own quarter again. into the 73rd minute. The ball. Dynamic Kowloon hooker. Pretty tough. He's been competitive all day as Cunningham. Phillips kick. Taken by Love. Love. Dropped by Chung. Sladen now. Picks out his runners. Billy Brand. Hit, rolled. Strong clean out, but it's slow ball. Sladen forced to use static ball again. Pryor. He tries to inject himself into the line. He's slowly inching forward. Cook. Into contact again. Ball is slow. And not releasing is the call, and there may also even be a little bit of free advice given to Tim Baker. And he's helped himself to an extra 10 metres. And they may look to Neville again. No, the way Jack Neville's been going today, he can pretty much do anything he likes. I think they might even give him the keys to the team bus. Neville's kick. It'll be a heartbreaker for the cricket club forwards as they find themselves dominant, but back in their own quarter and only 15 metres away from their own try line. The scoreline does not lie, however. 20 points to 10. There's nothing hollow about that scoreline either. Kowloon have taken their chances, certainly made them count. 2 penalty tries today, one either way. And Kowloon secure it in the middle. Immediately sacked, or the attempted sack. Whitfield tries to get round and lay it back, but he can't. Pleads with the referee. Sladen says it's game on. Presses the button. White goes over the top. Finds Popoelli. Now Love. Love stretches the legs. Gets the grubber in. Beautifully fielded at short mid-wicket. Ball there for Phillips. Still with Kowloon. Still Kowloon ball. Phillips looking down range. Onto the foot. Good high kick, and it's hung up there, and it's actually done everyone. And now the pressure's on. There they are at the 22. Cricket Club has to come out of the 22. Not releasing is the call. There's referee Tim Baker awards a penalty to Cricket Club, and they will strike it off down the grandstand side of the pitch. And the Cricket Club off Dwyer to Cook. Sladen, Kestrip, Moses Bailey charges at the line like some wild animal. They go far side again. Good two-man tackling by Kowloon. Stops the attack on the spot. Popoelli gets up, charges the line again from short range. Bailey ball in hand. Bailey steps and drives. Here's the pick up by Billy Brand. He's picked up and dumped. Not held, he gets up. Well, he was held according to Baker. And a little bit more loose lip. Grants Kowloon another 10 metres. And like the old poster says, loose lips sink ships. Neville, ball in hand. Sends it away towards the far grandstand. Time just keeps ticking down, and I'm afraid it might be running out for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. And this rugbypass.com, Hong Kong Premiership Game of the Week, live on Rugby Pass, as will be the Six Nations in 2017. Get your subscriptions now. Just visit rugbypass.com. Do it through the phone, very easy. Even someone like me can do it. In fact, I have done it. Kowloon now. Look at them locking it up. They don't mind running the seconds off the clock. Neville, Barkley for his first time in a meaningful contact. Phillips. Neville takes him on again. Neville keeps charging. What a sensational effort it's been. A great performance from Neville today. That ball is up and it's snuck back and it's coming back to the cricket club. And so they go. Kestrip immediately puts it over the top. It's picked off by the man they call the Hammer, James Cunningham. Phillips. Barkley switches the play. Zhang. Cunningham. Chung. Ball comes to the ground with its good smooth play. The advantage gets played on, but the whistle goes. In these last couple of minutes, the Hong Kong Cricket Club seeing this game slip away 10-7 at half time after the Cricket Club were awarded a penalty try, chasing down a 10-0 lead for most of the first half. As Kowloon made the most of its possession, varied attack, great deception in the backs, shown some fantastic skills early on, Kowloon, by moving the ball into space and attacking hard into it. Strong angles running back, holding the defence. Somehow the Cricket Club were able to dig their way out of it, stay in touch, and they came out of the shed in the second half and absolutely let it rip. They've never really been any closer than 10-7. It was soon 17-7, now it's 20-10. And Cricket Club will be looking for a miracle here. Sladen. Kestrip goes wide. Papawali. There's Love. McDonald ranging. Comes back in on the angle. McDonald up to the 10-metre line and over. Picked up. Krill. He's blown out. Brandt gets the ball. Hands on the ball. Papawali. Brandt again still going. Penalty. Sladen keeps it going. Moses Bailey. Man possessed. Look at Bailey. It takes three of them and they unarmed. They dispossess him as well. Onto the right foot. I think of Barkley, who gives it a lazy 9-iron down range. And he kicks Kowloon well and truly out of trouble one more time. And the Loon, in their 40th year, looking pretty sweet, as they say in New Zealand. The final throws of the match. Thomas Gibb, the replacement hooker for Hong Kong Cricket Club. Into contact they go, Kowloon.